Dr. Tewelede, President of the Interim Administration of Tigray region, and Your Excellency Ms. Bekele, Cabinet Secretary of the Infrastructure and Urban Development, Excellencies, Mayors who came here to be with us to learn from the experience of Bekele from Uganda, Somaliland, Ethiopia cities. Ladies and gentlemen, our colleagues from the Ministry and from different advisory and technical positions, good morning to you all.
I would like to greet and welcome you all to the Urban Expansion Plan Peer Learning visit here in Mekelle. I'm honored to have you here today to share our experience and challenge in implementing the expansion plan of Mekelle, the capital city of Tigray. As you may know, the Tigray region had been implementing an ambitious and innovative urban expansion plan before this was abruptly disrupted by the war that has claimed not only the destruction of property and infrastructure, but more importantly has caused the loss of hundreds of thousands of lives. The plan, of course, aimed to create inclusive, resilient, and sustainable cities that could accommodate the growing urban population and provide them with adequate services and opportunities. But, like I said, the last 4 years, this urban expansion plan not only faced serious challenges and setbacks due to the war in Tigray, but Tigray overall has faced tremendous destruction of infrastructure and human lives. With the signing of the Pretoria Agreement about roughly a year ago, we have been bringing together all our efforts to ensure that some of the projects which have been put on hold or which have been absolutely set back are now back on their feet again. And your coming here is very important because it will help in addressing some of the challenges that we continue to face, especially with regard to expansion of urban plan. As I have tried to point out, the urban expansion plan in Tigray sought to promote balanced regional development and preserve the natural and cultural heritage of Tigray. Of course, before the war, 4 years ago, before the crisis brought by COVID-19 health scare, there were significant progress achieved in this regard. But it was not all bed of roses. We continued to face challenges, especially in terms of governance and expansion of cities. In our case, still continues to pose threats, both real and perceived, to rural dwellers whose lives and livelihoods are tremendously affected as a result of urban expansion. This for us is a serious issue, worthy of our attention and effort, and any effort in resuscitating the urban expansion plan that was put on hold as a result of the conflict, as a result of the war, needs to take into account this challenge and other governance issues that have been prevalent in our efforts to carry out and implement the urban expansion plans. Yes, significant progress was made, and it is still possible for us to make significant progress. In this regard, the city of Mekelle has been in the forefront of picking up where it left off when the war began, with meager resources at our disposal. The city administration and its residents have been trying everything in their capacity to make sure that Mekelle continues to be a livable, habitable, and a hospitable place to be. And I hope your visit here and the sharing of experiences will show you, give you a sneak preview of what Mekelle has to offer in terms of infrastructure development, in terms of expansion of other urban amenities. I know our resources are very limited, and I know the kind of impact the war has caused on our cities and our peri-urban centers, but the effort and the resilience of the people will go a long way in addressing the challenge. And I hope we will be receiving whatever support the rest of our partners could extend in this regard, especially the Ministry of Urban Infrastructure Development of the Federal Government of Ethiopia will hopefully be extending whatever support is necessary. As it would be, I would be remiss if I fail to recognize that the achievements that have been possible in the first 4 years, and then of course that we would believe would be possible in the next few years, would not have been possible without the support and assistance of our partners. I would like to express my sincere gratitude and appreciation to the Ministry of Urban Development and Infrastructure of the Federal Democratic Republic of Ethiopia, New York University, and City Alliance for their external support. Without their support, it would have been difficult to accomplish the plan in the first 5 years. And we still expect and look forward to their support in the future until we take over fully. And of course, as I have pointed out, our resources are limited and our efforts have been constrained as a result of the impact of the war. We are here today to discuss and address this challenge and to revitalize and resume our urban expansion plans. We are here to share our experience and best practices to identify the gaps and needs to explore the opportunities and potentials and to devise the strategies and actions for successful implementation of the plan. We are here to reaffirm our commitment and collaboration for the urban development of Tigray, in particular in Ethiopia as a whole. I hope this workshop will be fruitful and productive for all of us. I hope we'll have constructive and candid discussions and exchanges. I hope we'll learn from each other and inspire each other. I hope we'll build and strengthen our friendship and partnership. Once again, I welcome you all to Mekelle and Tigray. I wish you all a pleasant and memorable stay. Thank you for your attention and participation. Thank you. Enjoy your stay in Mekelle.
First of all, I want to thank all the predecessors who have spoken here before me for welcoming us to this workshop. My delegation is deliberately composed of people from the Ministry of Lands, Housing and Urban Development, senior officials, the cities in Uganda, on which I'll be talking shortly, the academia from the high institution of Mekelle University and others, the Association of the Urban Administrators in the country of Uganda, and a few others. And in history, all great big countries are built out of the ashes of war, as long as you're able to use your experience very well. So this huge challenge of expansion is a war in itself, and we think we can all learn together in it. We've come with an open mind to learn everything and also to share. We brought a little bit on our table. Our technical people will be telling you what they've done in Uganda and what some people can learn from us.
Africa is experiencing the fastest rate of urbanization in history. Our cities will be doubling in size in roughly 15 years. The most important investment that you can do for rural development is to have an integrated urban-rural system where the city plays its rightful role. So when we talk about urban expansion, we do not talk about it at the expense of rural. We see it as part and parcel of one economic system. So urbanization is a good thing, but it's only a good thing if it's managed properly.
የዛሬው መድረክ ዋነኛ ዓላማው የተሞክሮ ልውውጥ ነው። በአገሮቹ መካከል በተለይም በኡጋንዳ እና ሶማሌ ላንድ አገሮች ከኢትዮጵያ ተሞክሮ ለመውሰድ መጥተው የሚካሄድ ስብሰባ ነው። ተሞክሮ ደግሞ በሀገራችን ካሉ 4 ከተሞች አንዱ መቀሌ ስለነበረ መቀሌ ላይ ያለውን የአርባን ኤክስፓንሽን ተሞክሮ እንዲወስዱና ይሄን የሚያስተባብረው ድርጅት ደግሞ ሲቲስ አላያንስ የሚባለው ያሰባሰባቸው ነው። እንግዲህ መቀሌ የተመረጠበት ዋነኛ ምክንያት ከዚህ በፊት መቀሌ እንደሚታወቀው በዚህ በአርባን ኤክስፓንሽን ጥሩ ስራ ሲሰራበት የነበረ ከተማ ነው። ግን ባለፉት 2 ዓመታት የተለያዩ ችግሮች በመኖራቸው ብዙ የተሄደበት ባይሆንም አሁን ባለው ሁኔታ መቀሌንም ዝም ብሎ ጦርነት የተካሄደበት ቦታ ሳይሆን ልማትም የተካሄደበት ከተማ መሆኑን እንዲያዩትና ከዚህ ተነስተው ደግሞ ለነሱ ተሞክሮ የሚሆን እንዲወስዱና ቻሌንጅን መቋቋም የሚቻልበት እንደሆነ መቀሌ ማሳያ ከተማ ስለሆነች የተመረጠችው።
My name is Dr. Mohammed Mother. I'm from Borama City, Somaliland. So actually this high level, forum is to discuss, urban development and share experience about urban planning and urban development. So I'm very glad to be here. This is my first time to be in Mekelle. So I see the city is growing, people are welcoming, and I see the environment is very beautiful. Thank you.
ሀይል ፍስሐ ይበሃል ካብ ከተማ መቀለ ዋና ቤት መዘጋጃ ኣብ መተሓባበር ከይዲ ስራሕ ብሃብ ፍቓድ ዲዛይንን ህንፀትን እዩ ዝሰርሕ። እቶም ተቀዲሞም ዘለዉ ኣካላት ኣብኦም ከመይ ክስፋሕፋሕ ይኽእል ብዝብል ልምዲ ንምልዋጥን ንባዕልንን ሲቲ ኣልያንስ ድማ ኣብዚ ኢዱ ንምእታው ከመይ ቴክኒካል ድዩ ወይ ፋይናንስ ድዩ ከመይ ክረኽባ ይኽእላ ርእቶታትን ምትእኻብ ነንባዕልን ድማ ንምምሃር እየ ናብዚ ዘለዋ።